everybody. Welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay, your host. This is Tanya. We have Cynthia down below, and we have Taz over in the right hand corner. How you ladies doing?
We are
Hey,
here,
hey, hey.
girl.
Good, good.
Come on now,
Yes.
Taz. You sound a little tired tonight. Come on now.
I said good, good, good.
All
Where your coffee at,
right.
girl? Where your mojo? Where's that?
I ain't got it.
No.
No,
We gotta get
I
this
ain't got it.
together.
I was doing something else, looked up and seen that I only had a few minutes, so I just came on and sat down.
Good thing you wasn't sprinting tonight.
I got you though. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Big ass
No, that
cookie.
that ain't
Okay.
no. You don't no, you got you. I can't taste
Right.
none of that. I can't taste none of
I got you
that.
some fireball over here, girl. I got you. I'll sip
I
some for
can't
you
taste
later.
none of that. Nah,
We ain't gonna
see,
get on there,
y'all can taste
y'all.
that. I can't taste.
You
Girl.
can't even wet the throat with that.
You feel
Well,
me?
y'all, let's
Girl,
let's get to
let
our
alone my lips.
uh uh uh. Let's get let's get to our topic tonight, y'all. Our topic tonight
They
is
went somewhere else.
truthfulness and consequences. Okay,
Okay.
lying or being untruthful can lead to many feelings, y'all. I'm telling you, hurt, anger, all different types of emotions. And on the other hand, truth can also have those same emotions. For myself, I know it leads me to feeling angry sometimes. But when somebody tells me the truth, I have respect for that person, though. The raw, ugly truth, when they come out with me like that, I can't do nothing but respect it. What about you, Taz?
Shit, I mean, the truth. They say the truth hurts, and sometimes it does. But at the end of the day, as long as you know that you can count on that person to be honest with you, no matter how bad it hurts, you know that you're gonna get the raw and ugly truth. Because if you think about it, if you lie to me, that's gonna do nothing. But when I find out you lied, it's gonna piss me off even more. Then I'm really not gonna have no understanding.
What about you,
So.
Nay?
I prefer the truth, but I ain't gonna sit on this screen like I ain't told no damn lies. I done lied so much I lost the lies. You understand me?
Oh,
I
baby, we going to get into some of them lies in a minute. We're going to get into some of them lies. Go ahead.
but I would prefer the truth, especially if you somebody that is close to me. I know at the end of the day the truth may hurt, but you have my best interest at heart. It's what do you call it? As old people would say, constructive criticism. We
Yeah.
say we want it, and in reality, you do want it. But sometimes when it's handed to you, that's a big ass pill. Sometimes you can't swallow it. But
That's
if
the question. Can you handle it? Can you handle the truth?
I feel
And I'm a very blunt and open person. And a lot of times when I talk to people, I come off as mean to them. But it's like this, I'm not going to waste my time or my energy lying to you. I'm just going to tell you straight up what it is and how I feel
Yeah.
about it. And with that being said, it's crazy because with me saying that and being that type of person, I put up with a lot of lies, though. I have throughout my life.
you know what, y'all? I don't
Yeah.
know. First of all, I want to say hey to everybody that's in the
Hey,
comments,
y'all.
y'all. We see you from all over. Y'all tell us how you feel about the truth or not. Lie, truth. Me personally, I don't. It's like this. I would prefer the truth, right? But can you modify it just a little bit so it doesn't just scar
Mm-mm.
me to death?
Mm-mm.
I don't want to feel like I just got stabbed in the
Yeah.
throat and I'm bleeding out. I don't want to feel like that just because you had to be
Well,
truthful about whatever. Yes, I respect it. I don't even know if look. I don't know where I'm at with that. Like I said, a modification. Just
Sometimes you
tell me the
can't.
truth, but modify it so it don't hurt.
Sometimes you can't be fluffy with the truth. Sometimes it just
no.
is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tanya,
I,
she
And
wants you to
then
come out fluffy with the truth.
look, yeah, she wants you to put a little sprinkle, a little sugar on it. Okay, and she gonna turn the sour. You feel me?
I
It's gonna be
agree,
straight
but
sour,
I do agree with Tanya, and it goes
straight
back to
sour.
a past show to where it's your delivery. If you come out
Yes.
spiteful at me, even though what you telling me is the truth and I need to hear it, but if you coming at me with guns blazing, I'm gonna come back at you with guns blazing, right or wrong. But if you come at me with a little tenacity, hey, Cynthia, this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you made me feel. If I'd rather you come at me that way, but if you come at me like blank, 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 blank,
Woof woof,
well, I'm
just
gonna give
barking
you,
at you and cutting you.
yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna give you some blanks.
Now, Okay, so delivery system, Nay says, how you deliver it. Do you agree that the delivery system sometimes can be too harsh?
I can't say that. I mean, I go ahead and say yes. With some people, they come off rough and harsh. Me, I come off matter of fact. And like I said, it comes off ugly sometimes. And me and Tanya, throughout our relationship of 18 years, we had a lot of problems with that. To where she wants me to come off all soft and fluffy with it, but by the time the argument then grew, I'm already up here and I'm not worried about no fluffiness.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
understand that, but still, it's like sometimes, and this, okay, so truth or lies in a relationship, basically, is what we're talking now. I mean, yes, you want that because that's a part of your foundation. You want that solid and to know that that person's going to tell you the truth no matter what. Like today, I went to the grocery store and I didn't want to tell her that I went in there and spent $20. You know what I mean? She come as soon as I come to the car, and I'm like, let me just put these bags in the back and just slide on in the car and hope to pray that she don't ask me. But she asked me inevitably, and she's like, yeah, how much did you spend? What'd you get? I don't want to tell you that I just went in there and spent $20 on extra stuff I had no business getting
That you
anyway.
don't need. She feel like she got to spend something every day.
But
But anyway, that's a whole nother topic.
right, but with that, I said to myself, she wants the truth no matter what. And I'm like, shit. So
And
I told her,
And let's be honest here, I have to say, Tanya then came a long way.
oh my God.
She used to, when I say she used to be the queen of lies.
I'm so ashamed.
Oh my gosh, she used to be the
That's
queen of
ashamed to
lies.
say, but it's
And-
true. I mean,
and that's
keeping it
another
straight
thing,
talk, right?
a lot of times you have to train a person to be honest with you. And if you feel like your relationship is worth it, then you'll go through that training with them. They're not going to be on the level with you, the level that you want them to be with you sometimes. And you have to just ride out the storm with them. That's if you feel like that relationship is worth it.
How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like for me personally, I'm going to tell you right out the gate what I expect in a relationship or friendship or whatever. But I will say this. I can eat a lot. I can eat a lot of bull crap. And I will sit in the cut and I will wait and I will wait and I will try to step to you and tell you, hey, this is where this put me. This is how this made me feel. And then if you can't come correctly after that, then the gloves just come off. I'm just going to give you the ugly truth.
Yeah, but you have to realize too that a lot of people expect in a marriage and in a relationship, they expect for their partners to always be truthful. You got to realize, first of all, we're human. Nobody's going to be perfect 100% of the time. So you got to expect those mess ups. But you just got to learn how to bounce back from them. Francis, what's your take in relationships and telling the truth?
Well, even though uh, I have been lied to, and yes, I have told a lie, but um, and then what? Even though I've been through that, at the end of the day, I start. That's when I start. That's how I started learning that know how to accept the truth.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And it was because I would always say, I don't even understand why you had to lie. It wasn't nothing to lie about. I go the whole deep end.
Right.
But how can I go off the deep end if I've done the same thing? So in order for me to want the truth, I have to give the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, the truth has got me in some trouble. It
Right.
has it has got me wrote up at work.
And there's that
It
lies the
done it
consequence,
done got
right? Truth and
yeah,
consequence.
yeah. It
Okay.
done got the truth has gotten me to where people don't want to fool with me. I'm cool with that though. Because at the end of the day, when I tell that truth, knowing that I've told that truth, my conscience is clear. Now, however you take it, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with it no more.
Okay. So
It
it
is what it
liberates you in a
is.
way. You feel more
And I'm
free at
like,
that point.
yeah, and I'm like Judy, when people say that I'm telling the truth, when I tell the truth, they say that I'm being mean. It's not me being mean, and I've said this many a times. It's not me being mean. What it is it's the fact that when people don't know how to take the truth, when people don't know how to handle the truth, to them it hurts their feelings. So when their feelings are hurt, to them you're being all rude and mean. because they have yet to take the time to sit back and look at themselves and realize what's the honest to God truth about them that you're telling them.
Well, a lot of times
Period.
when you speak the truth, people ain't going. I mean, people are going to be in denial about it. You know, they're not going to agree with you. So, but let me read some of these comments over
Yeah.
here that we got. Lakeisha
Yeah.
says, "If your Keisha, I can always count on you to say something crazy.
Crazy.
If your breath stink, your stuff stink, or you just plain nasty, I'm gonna let you know."
See, look. Okay. Oh, we don't. But wait. So if you stink, if you okay,
I already know.
I just
I already know. Arabia says, I kind of feel like if a person tries to be too nice, then their truth gets minimized. If they are raw with the truth, the other person gets hurt. So either way, one person isn't going to be happy.
right on.
Well, Arabia, like I said earlier,
Yeah.
I can, you know what? I'm not going to be mad about the truth. I can take constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell Tanya a lot of time, just tell me the truth. I don't care.
But can't
it
you
hurts
go-
me more if you hold in that lie. And we both sitting up here living a lie. You got to be honest with me.
I understand that, but it's the part of I don't. Well, okay, I'm just speaking from my experience.
She
the
lying
reason
now, y'all. That's why
I-
our voice getting loud.
Shut up. No, but seriously, you ain't no good. I swear to shade. It's just shade. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm speaking from me and why I've lied. It's the shame part. First of all, I don't want you to, like, if it's something that I feel is bad or whatever, and I don't want you to know about it so much, then I feel like you're gonna judge me, and the judgment is what makes me not do it. You, the person I love, the one that means everything, is going to now look at me in a dark or a dirty or a whatever, tainted kind of way. And I don't want that. Yes, telling the truth. And then if I tell the truth, then I see the hurt and the pain and the disappointment and all of that. And then I'm like, damn, which, ugh. So
That's that consequence. That's your
That's
consequence.
simply that's that. Yeah, that's that one thing where you, before you do it, if you know that it's gonna piss them off, and I used to say this all the time, and it didn't dawn on me till I had to, what I'm saying, do it myself. You can't, once again, you can't sit up there and do something and you know it's wrong, you know it's gonna hurt the other person, but you do it anyway. So the consequence now is, yeah,
you
the
pay for that.
embarrassment, the
Right.
shame, the judgment, all of that. You got to pay for that. But then why, if you know that you in the wrong, why you have to make the other person pay for the shit
You,
that you do?
it does
Because
help
while
you
you sitting up
grow.
lying and you're worried about, you're more worried about how they're gonna look at you, your feelings in the situation. Your feelings don't even matter no more.
So
Period.
it's like, it's more frustration at
Once
this
you once
point,
you step
right? I
across
mean,
that line, well,
It's
at
something where
this
you can be
point,
the
it's
best. Oh,
don't,
go
like they
ahead.
say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
there's the saying, y'all, but I think there's growth that comes from doing that. Cynthia, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
This is really
Yeah.
from the heart for me, and I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but God forgive me. Um, I'm I'm a blunt person, or I think I'm a blunt person. I try to be when I say that, but I try to give a deliverance of where it doesn't hurt so bad. But I also have been known, as far as my temper, to flare, and even though what I'm speaking is truth, it come off very harsh, and I don't mean it to come off that way. And what I mean by that is, because I don't want to take all day talking about it, it's like we say as human we want the truth, but
Right.
I'm sorry, sometimes truth do hurt.
I don't
Sometimes
want the
it's
truth though.
easier to tell that lie than to hurt someone you love. And I understand the whole truth factor. I get it. I get it. But everybody on this panel doesn't sit up and lied about something. Somewhere.
Man.
I lied on some taxes. I done lied to my kids. Hell, I lied to my
So
damn daddy before he died. I'm
right,
just
so
saying.
some of those are white lies. So would y'all agree that occasionally the little white lie, y'all in the audience watching or in the comments, well, how do y'all feel? The little white lie, the little one. You know what I'm saying? Like Cynthia said, you put that little checkbox somewhere you shouldn't have so you can get that extra extra income tax or something, How do you feel about that? Do you think that that's really super wrong? Should you do it?
I don't do it.
Or just keep it all the way
I'm gonna
straight?
tell you, I can't lie. That's just the
Yeah,
truth.
if
My
I
face,
don't
my
get it,
expression tells it
if
all.
I
I've never been good at lying. That's
I've
why I be in
had
so much
that.
trouble all
Yeah,
the
I've
time.
had that being told.
Let me read this
Hmm.
comment. Lakeisha says,
My
I'd rather
conscience
you
get to
tell
me.
me, Lakeisha says, I'd rather you tell me than someone off the street to come telling me, but I will do my best. To deliver it in a way that it doesn't hurt. To me,
That's
that,
true.
that's where my flaw is, because a lot of times I don't think before I talk. I just go ahead and I say things, and I feel like, okay, you should be
Hmm.
able to take it. You know, it's not coming from a hurtful place. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from a person who love you. So why do you take it negative?
I agree with what was that? Who said that about the getting it or hearing whatever comes from someone else before your partner or whoever you're with tells you. I think that that's an important thing. You should own up before it comes because it makes it that much more worse.
So you saying that people tell lies in relationships because they're afraid of what their partner thinks of them, right?
Yeah,
That's what you said. Okay.
I think so. Who's that?
That's Olivia Garrett. She says, I used to be a very blunt person, but I had to scale back a little bit because people told me I was mean and I hurt people's feelings.
So you yourself
Well,
decided to try to
have those
modify
type of
yourself.
people. You do have those type of people who don't care who's around. They don't pull you to the side. They just go on and embarrass you right out there in public. You have those types.
Francis, I'm going to say something. And I hope you don't get upset about it, but I'm saying a lot of times when I first met you and started talking to you and stuff, and I would think that the way you speak and everything that's coming, how your delivery and how you talk is so just like, damn, still
A
raw.
dagger through the heart.
Like what? Why are you so hateful? And then when we ask you about it, or like you and I have talked, you're like, that's just not it. That's just either my tone or I'm matter of fact and I'm blunt. I'm just
It's
like
just it's.
here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell, and I'm finna tell the whole doggone world. That is just me. That is who I am. That's how I've always been.
Yeah.
And um, has it ever caused me to lose friends? Yeah. But then it makes me go back and think. Apparently, you weren't my friend to begin with. If you could so easily just walk away, you've been around me all this time, and you know how I am. It is what it is with me. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I don't try to be mean. I don't try to um, hurt nobody's feelings. But I also feel like if I go to, say for instance, I got something I want to say about Tanya, but I go to Cynthia. And I never tell Tanya. But Cynthia goes and y'all have a discussion about it. And and when she tells you, you wonder why I didn't tell you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It becomes a whole big confusion. Now I'm in your face just skinning and grinning and knowing that
Now our
it's
trust
something about
barrier
you
has
that's
been altered,
bothering me.
right?
You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Period.
So
Don't
just
get me
get it
wrong.
out and say it.
You know what I'm saying? It's I'm put it like this. If it bothers me for more than probably about 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to say something about it. I can't let it go a day. I don't like for it to go a day. I mean, things have went days or weeks or whatever the case may be. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like for it to, but
So
I'm not
would
I'm
you
not mean or nothing.
would you leave your partner if they cheated on you and you found out about it and she came and told you the truth about it? Would you leave her or would you try to work through that?
You so dumb, Taz. Why
I'm
you
just curious.
laugh?
Listen, because that's one of them things that when something like that is that drastic, it's almost like a kick in the face, or like somebody just reared back and just punched you so hard in the stomach and took your breath out, took your breath
Right.
away from you. So it's like at that moment, we done. I don't
So
want to
you
talk to
think
you right
it's
now.
just it's oh, what do you mean in that moment? But what about later? Are you able to come back from that?
And I mean, you got years invested. You got years invested. Say you years invested, and
Well,
infidelity
I'm gonna tell you,
is in
it
your
has
chill.
happened. Well, it has happened, and what ended up happening was I had to go.
Well, evidently
I
Keisha
literally
agreed. She
did.
said, "Hell yeah, that ass
We were
is left."
together. Yeah, we were together for for a few years, and we got two kids. But uh, that right there, that was like a blow. That was like you just spit in my face, because it was somebody I had hung with. And the point of it is that once you make me feel like I can't trust you, or every time I get around you, I get that sickening feeling, like
Okay.
you literally make me sick to my soul. I can't do it. I don't even want to work on it.
Okay. Okay.
Cynthia, what about you? How would you get past that? How can you rebuild trust in a relationship once somebody done cheated on you?
Or have you done that?
I I I got quiet again because I've been on both sides of the track, and the name of the show is Straight Talk No BS. In the beginning of my life of dating and blase this, that, and the third, I was cheated on, I was walked over, I was misused, all that good old stuff, and I forgave them and I took them back, and it was more than one man that did it. But oh, that blinder that we call love, I just couldn't see straight. But at the end of the day, I walked away from both relationships. One was a pitiful relationship because when I lost my mother, it just wasn't meant to be, and that's why the cheating and all that took place. The second one was because I wanted my family to work. I wanted my kids' father in the house. I wanted my kids to grow up with both parents, and that's why I said in the past shows, kids can tell when you're unhappy in a broken relationship. And then this last relationship I was in of 18 years, the last 9 was hell. But I kept thinking that if I held the glue together to hold my family together, that it would work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it just don't work. Nothing is worth your peace of mind.
So,
I
so
rather
you
get
didn't
all
try to
of
rebuild the trust once
I
y'all. I mean,
tried.
okay.
It didn't work. But I'm saying all that to say what didn't work for me may work for you. So when
Oh,
somebody
That
when
that's
somebody
important. That's an important point. I'm glad that you made that point because so many people are quick to tell their friends because the trust is broken in a relationship that you should run away and try to go be with somebody else. It's not always like that.
no.
In relationships, you can rebuild the trust if you have faith or if you have enough love for the both of y'all to carry y'all on.
Yes.
You can. We are living witnesses here. Me and
very
Pour a
Tanya,
much
little bit of
so.
it out.
we went through the ringers. When I tell
I
you,
have, I have no
she
I
was a
have
she.
no
I,
respect for someone trying to tell
okay, you go.
somebody else how to walk away. It's not my place as your friend, as your sister, as your it's no one's place to tell you when enough is enough for you. You
Only
got to
you
get
can do
tired
that
first.
yourself. Definitely
You
that.
got to get tired first. And once you get tired, it ain't nothing that mate, male or female, can say that'll make you stay. That was the
Or
point that I
do.
was going to make in the last 9 of my relationship.
Hmm.
I did
I
everything in my power humanly possible to make this relationship work, and it did not work. And now I have a peace of mind and a peace of heart because I'm not stressing over everyday life. I'm not going to drag his name through the mud because he wasn't always bad, but I had to look within myself and get tired myself.
Okay, let me hit this comment real quick. Vicky J says, "My mother always said, just because it is the truth, it doesn't mean you have to voice it."
I was
Okay.
stuck on that when I saw that. It doesn't mean you have to always say
Mm.
it. And I
But
agree somewhat with that one sometimes
uh-uh.
in certain instances. I'm just saying, not all the time.
But
You
if
know what I'm
if
saying?
you don't tell the truth, if you don't tell a person the truth, how are they able to fix what's wrong? You
Exactly.
can't
I
depend
get
You
on
have to
that.
continue to live in that lie.
you can't sit up there and want somebody to change, but you won't tell them the truth about what it is that needs to change. You steady sitting up here, you complain to your homegirl or whatever, but this ain't going
But you
right, but you
haven't
ain't telling
told
the
that.
person, but
Right.
you haven't told the person that it needs to be told to. So
I can understand that.
every time y'all get around each other, you always nag about the same old thing, this, and the other. But you're
Right.
not doing anything to fix it. They can't fix anything that they don't know is broken.
Unless you don't talk about it. I understand that. I respect that. Yep.
And that
Which
goes
one?
with
Which one?
being
This one?
truthful. You know what I'm
This
saying?
this one?
Oh yeah, and then
Okay. Tatiana says, cheat once, they'll cheat again. Can't be fooled. And Tatiana, I
Mm,
used to believe that. I swear I used to believe
yeah,
that. But everybody can
that's not
change.
always
They
true.
can.
Yeah.
You know.
And and I respect you. I'm not trying to overtalk nobody. Tatiana, I respect everything. You are a grown woman. I raised you to think for yourself. But me as your mother, I'm putting it out there for the whole world to see. I did not cheat on your dad. I did not cheat on your brother's dad, but I did cheat on my significant other from my past. And the guy that I'm with right now, there's nothing in this world that would make me cheat on him today. I'm not saying those words just because you're my child. I'm saying it because I have a peace of mind. I would
So
rather
you're a recovering cheater.
I would rather walk away from the grave than to cheat on him. That's
I'm
not true.
done.
But
Wait a minute.
I have been
Hey.
a cheater, and just because I cheated doesn't mean I will continue to cheat. No,
We're
I
having,
disagree with that.
Francis, we have an AA in here. So
You
now you're a
dumb. I
recovering
can't.
cheater.
No, stop it.
Tanya, you're a recovering cheater.
I'm
No,
done.
Dad, I'm
Listen.
not
Let me tell
calling you
you, that's the
out.
thing
Calm
though.
down,
Okay.
girl. I'm just
You know
telling you,
what?
people do change.
What?
Wait a minute. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Tanya
I'm
was
gonna say
the
it like
best
this.
damn cheater and the best girlfriend at the same damn time. I ain't lying.
Well,
I don't even know how
I'm
to
gonna tell
speak.
you like this, Tatiana. I'm gonna say this,
But
honey.
she changed. You're
People sometimes people who do cheat, it's only because, say for instance, they haven't found what they're looking for, or you get somebody
that's
who don't actually have a partner, and they have multiple people because they haven't found what they're looking for. But if a person cheats one time, like your mom said, it doesn't mean that they'll cheat again. Sometimes people, if they don't cheat one time and they saw how much they hurt that person and they truly love that person, they will change for that person. Not only that, sometimes it takes for a person to meet the right person in order for them not to do things of that nature.
All right.
okay, y'all. And we're talking about a little bit of cheating because that's breaking trust too. Because when you go into a relationship, both of y'all are promising each other that you're going to be
Truth.
monogamous with each other.
Honest
Okay.
and truthful. So that's
Nicole
cheating is
Davis says,
Hmm.
if I know it's going to hurt your feelings, I would try to avoid saying something at that moment. But I will try to bring it up in a conversation similar to what I want to say to you. And then bring in the situation.
So you ease them in
So
slowly, and you don't just
you
whip
don't
it
just
out
go
there. You
for the
just
kill.
you slowly. So let me test the waters. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, got you.
That sounds about like Tanya.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
or either that, or like when you said, some people don't pull them to the side; they just real ugly with it.
Rip
I
the
used to
band-aid
do
off,
that, but
just
I've learned.
snatch.
I have learned. Yeah, I have. What I have learned is I do pull them over to the side. And I be like, say, let me holler at you for a minute. And I don't give a. I don't. I'm not gonna start no whole conversation that's gonna lead into what I gotta say. I'm just gonna be like, say, listen, something that you did or said kind of got to me,
Bothered
and then
me.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. You see what I'm
That's putting it
saying?
out
I'm
there
Okay.
not
blunt.
finna.
That's
I'm not finna draw that out.
Latrice Horton says,
cheated.
cheated, forgave her, and she turned around and kept cheating, talking to her behind my back, keeping me blocked on Facebook, and still talking to her.
Uh,
Was she younger than you,
Ooh.
Latrice?
so you think that has something to do with being
Age has
able
a
to
lot
tell
to
the
do with
truth?
it
Which
sometimes.
I don't know. I had to mature into my
No, because you got
honesty. I
some of these
really
old
I'm not
did.
gonna say
heads.
with
You got
everybody,
some
but
of these
I'm
old
just
heads.
gonna speak from my situation. For my situation, Tanya's 3 years younger than me, and those 3 years felt like it was 20 years difference.
It really
So it took
does.
her time to grow up to be able to accept my blunt mouth, and we just used to always fall out because she couldn't accept
Okay,
whatever I
what about the
said that
other
was
way
truthful.
around?
What about the other way around, Tanya?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, yeah, I was gonna say, what about the other way around? Like, have you ever, at any time, even in the beginning, have you ever cheated on Tanya? Or yeah, I'm talking about cheating. Not even when I say cheating, I mean physically, emotionally, during in conversation or anything like
Nope.
that.
Nope. No way. I was so in love with this girl. It was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. It was sick. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing bad about Tanya. They would tell me, "Oh, she gonna cheat on you in this day." No, you a damn lie. No, we're happy. You know. Nope, you couldn't tell me nothing wrong about Tanya, and that was it. And I had a friend that was telling me, you need to leave her or whatever. We had a problem in the beginning of the relationship, and I should have walked away from her. I should have.
Why didn't you?
I didn't because I understood that you had some issues, and I wanted to work through those issues with you. So I know you don't understand. When you understand a person's past, that their past sometimes explains the reason why they do what they do.
Why they're dishonest and not telling the truth about things all the time. So when the question is asked, should you tell the truth all the time? The truth is not always in somebody to tell. Sometimes you have to, the other person, I guess, that's receiving the lie, you're saying you understood why the lie came.
Yes.
And you were able to accept that or be patient with it.
Yeah, but I stepped back in a relationship. You saw me. I stepped back,
So that's the consequence. And sometimes, like we keep talking about, should you just say it and then deal with whatever consequence comes? I wasn't mature enough to handle the consequence a lot of times. It was like, dang. And knowing now where I'm at, it's like I understand that being truthful, coming and just taking it off and just saying what it is, and then honestly dealing with whatever fallout comes, it helps me grow. It makes me a better person. And I feel that in general with most people, because people want that truth and they want to know that whoever they're with is okay. But you have to grow into it sometimes.
I believe in being butt naked in a relationship. I always say that. To me, it makes you feel like you're not alone. It makes you feel like you got somebody that's there for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody you can trust. Oh. You go ahead.
No, but what I'm about to say, what about y'all? What about, have you always been honest when I asked you, how I look in an outfit or something? I mean, y'all, are you just going to be blunt and tell that person how they look in that outfit? Damn well that shit too tight. Take that shit off. Go change. Redo. But are you go ahead and be like, no, you look good, girl.
No, I'm not that friend. I'm not that friend. That shit don't look right
not
on
at
you.
all. Not at all.
I'm gonna be like, bitch, if you don't take that off, matter of fact, give me the receipt. I'll go back to the store with you. I am not that friend. Just like me right now, I'm sitting up here looking like Queen Latifah from Set It Off back in the day. Girl, I know my head look a hot mess right now. I'm living in my truth. I couldn't afford to get my updo braids. I don't need nobody to tell me and Queen Latifah is sisters right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
done.
My truth.
And you know what? And you know what's funny? That Cynthia say that because it's like me and Cynthia, we like on that page. I'm sorry. I know you probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, be pissed off or whatever the case may be, but I'm like, Cynthia, you're not gonna walk out the house looking like that because
not with me.
If say for instance we all going somewhere and one of us, and say for instance myself, I got on something that just don't look right.
I like this.
And that old saying say, listen, just because it was made in your size don't mean to put it on.
Okay.
That don't mean to put it on. Okay. The point of it is this. If we walk out this house and I'm looking some type of way, and even if I feel myself, I'm like, I'm not too sure about this, but I'm gonna go on and wear it anyway. And y'all know doggone well, this ain't what this is. I promise you, I'm hitting every last one of y'all dead in the back of your head if you let me walk out that doggone door looking like that. No,
I'm finna put Jay on blast.
Go ahead. Put me on blast.
I'm finna put Jay on blast. We was in Atlanta, you gotta wear your mask and all this and that. And she was like, baby, did y'all brush y'all teeth this morning? Because somebody's mask is a little funky. Yeah. Like, baby, I had to go back and Listerine on that ass. You understand? I had to pull that Listerine out. You know what I'm saying? Give it to me. Like, don't let me walk around smelling this, baby. Tell me.
What you say? Thank you, bitch. Thank you.
Yeah, tell me. Thank you, baby. I ain't got the 3. Look. Tell me when you hold something up. Let me know.
Did it hurt your feelings, Nay? Did it hurt your feelings?
Baby, hell no. Thank you. Let me go back in here and do this.
A little bit longer. Right. There we go.
Hey,
right.
Nay. That's one of them ones that make you think you done forgot a little taste bud back there in the back of your mouth.
Get that back there, yep.
Arabia says we all live and learn, and where I'm at emotionally, somebody else might not be there yet.
Okay.
Where someone else is, I might not be there yet. Relationships are built. They don't come
Pre-assembled. I know that's
Girl,
right.
you spoke a mouthful. You spoke a mouthful
that right there is
there.
our next one. Relationships are built; they don't come pre-assembled. I like that,
and that's why a lot of relationships don't last because people think that they are pre-built.
No,
Well,
no,
you know what?
wait a minute, friend. Let me say this.
Baby, that's a whole nother job.
We still in the honeymoon phase, but you look over at that nigga like, bitch, I'll cut your throat. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You bet I love you a little bit, but you better be glad I still like you. As long as I keep that like button going, you got a half a chance. But if you lose that like button, you got to go.
Girl.
So now I gotta ask you, since you asked me, do you ever let me walk out the house looking a mess? I mean, do you always tell me the truth about when I get dressed?
Not every single time. No, I don't.
It's mother.
I mean, because look, this is how I do it. If I see something that doesn't, she calls me old as far as my opinion on style and my taste, right? So if something's not looking right to my eye, I'll subtly say something like, "You gonna wear that shirt?" Yes, I like this shirt, and I'm looking at it like it might be a little short, but hey, you like it, I love it, so let's go.
And then the funny part is about 2 hours on into the day, she'll say, "Oh, you know what? That does look good." Anyway, let me get to Nicole Davis over here. Nicole Davis said, "I respect the one who tells me that I would look like a can of busted biscuits."
I'm done. I'm so done, girl. What you say? Don't let you go outside with all that going on, girl. I know. Okay.
Ooh, you made my head tight with that one. You crazy in a dress. Then have someone let me go out a mess. Dumb.
Can of busted biscuits. I'm done.
When me and Teresa get ready to go somewhere and we get dressed, while we're picking the clothes out of what we're gonna wear, she'll tell me, she'll say, baby, what Jesus, she'll actually have me pick her clothes out and what shoes to go with it.
Girl,
so I mean, you know,
pick out my clothes.
I'm not letting Tanya pick out my clothes.
You can't pick out mine either.
Nope. No. Hell to the no.
She gonna have me in some tight ass looking something. She gonna let me be in something that make me look like a can of busted biscuits. Cause you look good. You know damn well all that don't look good stuffed in that. I know. But she, nope. So you can't pick.
Hey, I like a big girl.
Leave me alone. Moving on.
Y'all, I can't.
Moving on.
Neosha White. She says, "I was always told that just because you tell the truth, people don't always want to hear the truth." That's so true. Because a lot of people can't accept the truth.
She said a mouthful right there. She said a mouthful.
You're right. I'm back on this respecting someone telling you the truth. So that's just basically saying able to handle hearing it. Is that what you're saying when you say respect?
Yeah.
Okay.
I respect anybody who can just tell a straight out truth.
But
don't sit in my face and lie.
It is. There's a difference between hearing it and listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this. Yeah, you might not want to hear the truth, but the fact that you responded to me lets me know that you were listening to me.
You heard it.
You heard it. You heard what I said.
There you go. There you
see
go.
What I'm saying? You ain't gotta you don't want to listen to it. I'm cool with that. But the fact that you responded to me lets me know that you heard me. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, at the end of the day, when you get a chance to sit down and you by yourself and your mind go to rambling and you go to thinking that,
then you reflect back on
that. Then you can reflect back on it, give you a little time to soak that in and see what I was saying.
True.
Miss Arabia said,
vice versa.
"I went out once a week after having a baby, and my friend swore my pre-pregnancy jeans look good. I bent over in the car and split them jeans from front to back. I was mad at them bitches for 6 months. Laugh out loud." You knew they was too tight.
Knew they were too tight.
You knew they were too tight. But you wanted to go out there and be in fast and stuff.
I done lost all this baby weight, girl.
We already talked about that on last show.
Honey, look at here. That right there told you when you bent over and split them pans, that was telling you take your ass back to the house.
Take your ass off.
Okay, your friends didn't need to say nothing.
Hey, but look, she was trying to feel right.
She was thinking she was cute.
Shit.
So y'all, we we covered relationships and cheating, right? So I still haven't heard anybody say, how do you rebuild that trust in a relationship once one of y'all have crossed the
Okay.
line?
So
It
basically,
takes
you're saying we.
it's a day at a time. There is no book on how to rebuild trust. That's my honest belief. Because one day or 1 week or 1 month, I might be fine. It might not bother me not one bit. But that next month, I lied to fuck around, choke shit at you because you lied to me last month over some bullshit. So
Now, okay. Now, do y'all think that that's right? So you went ahead and we've already hashed out the fact that I lied to you about this. The truth is now out. And then eventually, I understand it being mad within the first minutes or weeks or whatever. But after we've made back up, do y'all think that it's right for that same lie that or that thing that we did wrong to
Can I
keep coming
say
back
it?
up?
Can I say no? I know y'all say
No.
no, but it's like this: consequences.
But you're not supposed to keep paying for them
Fuck the hell you
consequences.
preach. Tanya wants
But
to put a
you
time
don't
limit.
make them
Hold on,
relive
friend.
that.
I don't give a shit. You put me through hell. If you go out and cheat on me and you put me through all that hurt and hell, fuck that. You gonna feel some bullshit.
6 months later, we're
I don't give
still
a fuck.
doing
I
it.
don't give a damn if it's a year later. You still gonna feel it.
I don't think it's
because
right.
you know no, you can't put a time limit on the time when a person's gonna heal. What if I just have a flashback?
Then that means
And plus, you broke the
that means
trust.
that
You
why
broke the
don't
trust. Wait just a minute, friend. You broke the trust.
uh-huh.
So therefore, you're going to have to give me time to rebuild that trust, and it's not on your time.
Rebuilding trust.
it
I'm
was
sorry,
it,
Then
friend.
that
Go ahead.
means then that simply means that in our why even be in the same household then separate, get yourself together, start working on trying to build that trust back, because I truly believe, and I do believe this being one of our conversations a while back, and I honestly, I truly believe, I don't think that it is fair for a person to make a person, if we've talked about it and we decided on what we're going to do, even though I might not fully trust you within that time, I'm still not going to make you pay for it. I might end up catch myself doing little things like maybe checking your phone or wondering where you're going, seeing how long it's going to take you to go, or some craziness like that. But to constantly make you pay for a situation that I hadn't got over, if I haven't got over it, that's on me. That's on me. You see what I'm saying? So that means
Okay.
that I got something I got to work on. That's something that I got to go and deal with.
there was a
There, I'm about to read these two comments. I agree with them. Yes, because hurt don't heal on your time. It heals on my time. I agree with that. And then we have Amber who says, maybe because people process things differently. But I like this one too here. Veronica. Veronica says, if you forgive them, it means you are letting it go. You let it go, Veronica, but you don't forget. And then sometimes you have a flashback and you can't control the way that you feel during that flashback.
Talk
So
about
some
it. Does it have to come out in such in a negative way? Does it have to come
and
out?
that's the part that I hate
Miss
when
Miss
the person who caused the hurt says, "Well, why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be like that? Why did you cheat in the first place? We wouldn't
Miss
even be here
Garrett
if it wasn't for that."
Ms. Garrett also says take the time to identify and address your triggers to why you have to go back. It's something that your mate or partner may have said or done
Mm-hmm.
to trigger that to come back up. That's a good point. I've told you already that I forgive you. I've told you already that we can move past this. I told you already that I'm trying to build the trust. But that person, your significant other, also goes and does something different, but yet similar to your past trigger. So, Ms. Garrett, you are absolutely right. Identify and address your trigger points.
Trigger points. Okay. And that's true.
So I say
I
this: if
understand
it
that
keep
and can
coming, if
respect
it
that. That
keep
does make
coming
it.
up, then it's time for y'all to. It's time for me to go split away. Like when I said that if I whenever he would come around, I would get pissed off. If every time I look at you, or if something that's being said makes me feel a certain way, for me, it's time for me to move around. because that means I'm not. That means that even though I might have said I forgive you, that means I haven't forgiven you. If something else can come up and pull me back into that moment, then that means that I have emotional healing to do. I can't expect that other
Yeah.
person to heal it for me. And if it's going to be on my time, then I mean, guess what? I can't make them sit beside me while I'm still dealing with my emotional bullshit because
If
I
they
don't know
stay
how to
there,
say,
if they stay there
I
like you
truly
said,
forgive you. If I truly, yeah,
if they stay there like you said, that's on them. If they love you enough
yeah.
and they know that they done messed up, then they should stay there and take whatever. That's the way I feel. And but it was one other thing that you
I don't
said
want
that
none.
was
Like,
it. One thing that was important about what you said was about the healing. I feel like that's an important part to build trust back in a relationship. You have to throw out whatever and allow yourself to heal. So once you heal, then you can start gaining little bits of that trust back in your relationship.
I don't know.
How do you feel about it?
but then
You know,
how do you get it back if you're not willing to let it go?
Eventually, you do let it go. Eventually, I had to let it go. You ain't gonna be mad forever. You'll get over it. And when that person in the relationship starts showing you little things, it's like it's another point in their corner when they start helping you to build that trust again. I know you might have to go out of your way. Just like James Ingram said, show her 100 ways how much you love her, how much you care. Well, you need to show them 100 ways. You need to show her. You just got to put in the work.
Oh, I believe
Don't
that.
expect
Yeah.
for that person that you don't expect for the victim to have to put in the work to try to make you feel comfortable
and that's
when
part
you're
of
the one that messed up the whole relationship.
that's part of the consequences,
And
and again, the consequences,
yeah.
truth and consequences help you to grow to become a better person. It makes your mind free, your soul free. It makes you just grow. You grow and you mature. It teaches you to not only have respect for the person that you're with, but to have respect for yourself too, so you can become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's to show your
Not only,
children or whoever be a better role model about it. But
I feel
I'm
like
just
it made our bond stronger.
that's what I was gonna say. It makes
you
your
know what?
bond
And
stronger.
another,
So I get it.
and and I was gonna say, like for me, say for instance, if I was the one that cheated, and I see that it's like every day we're going through the struggle. Me myself, I'm not gonna lie, I will pull back because I would see the pain and how much frustration is causing me in the relationship.
And I agree
So
with you,
therefore,
Francis. I've done
I can
that.
pull back. Why can't I can separate. That means when I say separate, I mean leave the nest, leave the household. I'm gonna give, you know what I'm saying, because I see how much this is hurting you. And if it was meant for us to be, then we're gonna come back together. We're gonna talk about it and we're gonna see what we need to do.
For
In all
instance,
honesty, we
I gotta tell you
probably
something.
should have done
No,
You
that.
we
know.
did do it.
I
That's the
mean,
crazy thing.
So I
I went and
mean,
got me a whole nother apartment. I moved out, moved my furniture out, moved everything out, and went and got a whole nother apartment. But guess what? She was either at
hmm
my house or either I was at her house. I never stayed in that house. I think I had that apartment for a whole year and probably stayed the night in it 2 times.
it was sad.
It was sad. We couldn't be away from each other, I guess.
But the point was driven home to me that my actions caused something so much for her. I hurt her so much that she had to move away from me. Well, even though we still during those days still went over to each other's house and spot and was in each other's company, that was
But
part of the rebuild. But it still taught me that hey, that's a
so
boundary. She has boundaries.
and,
Respect that
and and Judy's
boundary.
not gonna take your mess. And also the idea of Judy could be with somebody else over there in that house. So either you come correct this time, or either Judy can. There's a possibility that she might be gone.
So
so
that
I
is
got a
something to
question. So
realize.
Tanya, what did you actually do to regain her trust back?
No matter what, tell the truth. The thing is, first of all, I think the first thing was to bare my soul and completely come clean with everything that I had cheated, had done. You know what I'm saying? Tell it all,
hmm
put it all out there, so there was nothing left to be discovered later or another lie that had to be built, to cover up this one or that. Come all the way clean, no matter how bad it hurt. It hurt me to even say it. I hurt her to hear it. But that was the first thing, was to bear it all. And then after
hmm
that, it was just simply like, okay, her boundaries are this. She truly wants me to tell her everything all the time, no matter what. That was hard for me growing up. I wasn't like that. My family, we kind of sugarcoated a lot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just blunt, be out there and tell the
Sweep
truth.
it underneath the rug
Even
and keep
though,
going day to day.
and that's the craziest thing, because I can remember my dad or whatever saying that I hate a liar, or whatever, but it's just something that developed in me. So it was hard to do, but I loved her enough. It was like, okay, I want this. So
Let's get
those,
to this comment.
so what I do, like I said, I bared my soul. That was one thing. The second thing was just to become completely honest and transparent, and be patient. I did have a problem, and sometimes I still do have problems sitting there waiting, expecting her to get over it. Like, why is it taking you so long? Why do you keep bringing this back up? I thought we were over that when we would have nights or days or whatever, like a long 2 week stretch where everything was like cool and it feels familiar, like everything's solid. And then something would come up, and it's like, damn, I thought we were past that. Aren't you past that? I'm not doing anything like that. Why are you tripping? But I had to realize, respect that she's still hurt and still recovering from it. So,
Let me read this comment. Sheena Joe Garrett, she says, the one who was wrong must also be completely transparent about their wrong so you can know what you're healing from.
that's true. I agree.
Some more good advice. That is true.
Latrice Horton said, can't let it go if they keep doing the same shit. You sure right, girl. I'm glad you said that. And the person always saying, why can't you let it go?
that is
You got to
true.
understand,
Yeah.
you're resetting the clock. You're resetting it every time
Yeah.
you mess up.
Okay. Well, and let me say something to Latrice about that. Okay. When I said to Judy, about letting it go, what I'm saying? You can't expect the person to heal from it if they can't let it go. Now, you made a good point. You can't let it go if they're constantly doing the same thing. Once they do it the first time, okay, that's shame on them. But if you continue to take them back and they keep doing the same thing time and time again, whose fault is that then?
You know what? I'm guilty
Did
of
they ever
that.
tell
I'm
you why?
guilty because I have a big heart, and when I have
And
faith in my relationship or whatever,
yeah,
I'm gonna ride it through. I'm gonna ride through the storm with that person, especially when I know
yep.
something is beautiful, and I can
And the
say
thing is,
that I wasn't wrong. I wasn't
yeah.
wrong.
And the thing of it is though is like once you start you put everything out there. When you go to somebody and you have to tell them the truth, when you do tell them the truth, and say, for instance, how people always say, well, I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, those don't get it. When you go to say you messed up and they done found out the truth and then you're having to apologize. When you apologize, always reiterate what it is that you're apologizing for. Because it let that other person know that you truly know what you did. You know that you
You
messed up,
acknowledge it.
and
Take an
you're
acknowledgement.
acknowledging, yeah, you're acknowledging what it is that you actually done. And yeah, you're not supposed to stay around just to keep dealing with the mess. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you see that there's something, there's changes in it, the person is making a change, then yeah, stick it out. By all means, do what you do. I might not give it that long, but
Arabia says, I think it's possible that people can recover from cheating. But baby, if I see
hmm
it's a pattern or a form of spite or it's used to hurt me on purpose, the fuck
hmm
that. I'm out.
hmm
Okay. Goodness, Arabia. Arabia says again, she said, the most hurtful thing is working so hard uh,
it's
to
working
get
so.
beyond it, to only find out that at the end you can't let it go. That was what changed my ways. That shit was agonizing to do. Everything in my power to get us in a better place, going over and beyond to show I was so sorry, and still I lost the one I loved in the end. That hits differently, as they say.
That's the very truth. That is so very true.
Let me say this, because there are some young girls on here, especially my girls. In any relationship, you give it everything you got. If you're in a relationship and you're telling that significant other or a friend or a family member that you love them and you're going to be there for them, love comes with a little pain. Whoever the hell said love
Okay?
don't hurt, they lied. They
Anything worth having.
love
Mhm,
is painful,
mhm,
and it's not just your
yeah.
relationship, a friendship, a marriage, a relationship, anything that's got ship on the end. You got to put
Mhm.
some work in it.
All
Don't
Agree.
right.
disvalue the person that's in the mud with you. I don't care what they do, how they do it, when they do it. If you know they got your best interest at heart, you fight with that person. It doesn't matter what your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother. If that person is riding for you, only you know how that person is making you feel. And that's the truth to a real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Well
That's the truth.
I got some.
And Latrice Horton says, but what if I cheat on her?
No, baby, they
Yeah,
cheat.
You cheat on the same thing goes. I mean, it doesn't just because the people, the tables turn on who does what, it's still the same. Now, if you go and cheat, say you go and cheat on her and you just stoop to her level, don't let her take you out of character. You know what I'm saying? If you know that's not you, then don't do it. Don't do
I
it
don't
to get
believe in
down
getting
to her level.
revenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let her. If she want to be low, let her be low by herself. You continue to rise. You ain't got to do what she do. You don't play that game. Monkey see, monkey do.
So
That's not the name of the game. That's not what we gonna do.
I'm back on. I'm back on. You sitting next to that coworker that don't smell so fresh.
Shut up.
Stop that mess.
Do you tell that coworker
Oh,
that they a
God.
little tart?
No, No, I ain't gonna ever
Yes,
be that
yes,
blunt.
yes,
I
yes,
have.
yes,
I have,
yes,
but I
Y'all
did it
ain't
in
yes. I
a
have
right.
done.
subtle way.
Mhm,
I did it
mhm,
in a
mhm,
subtle way.
Y'all
I
ain't
was
right.
like, baby, you
Sometimes
want
it's in
some
people's
fish?
cultures to be
mm-mm.
like
Huh?
She was saying some
Yes,
people's
you're right.
cultures,
It
they don't
is.
believe in
You're
deodorant.
right. Yeah, that's true.
Africans
That's
That
why
do.
I
that is
say I
true.
don't ever tell
Well,
anybody that because it may be
there's a
that that's your thing and I
no.
don't want to offend you.
I had some friends who got in the car with me
Okay,
who
wait,
were
wait,
of a
wait, wait.
different culture, and I mean they were cutting up. You had all kind of curry sauce and all kind of smells going through the car. I rolled
Serengeti.
down all them windows. We gonna freeze today, baby. I know it's
Yeah,
30 degrees outside, but baby, I can't take that.
yeah. Hey, hold on. Tanya,
Kung Fu
there's a
Boogie.
difference between the underarm must and the ass thing and the ass smell.
Oh, okay.
Those are
Oh
That's
two.
swag.
Lord.
We got
Those are
you.
two different smells.
Okay.
If it's the
All right.
underarm smell, you damn near sure that it's part of their culture. But when it's
Possibly.
from behind, in between them two things that clap, that
I'm
rub
done,
together when you
Francis.
walk,
Girl, get out of
let me
here.
explain something to you. I went to work and I used to always have to come in behind this dude. And there was a time when we worked on the same shift together. So that night after night I would have there was always the smell, but only when he worked. And I knew that smell. So finally I told him, I said, say man, you don't smell that? He say, smell
I'm
what? And
done
he
with
see me over
y'all.
here spraying. I kid you not, and I put my right
I'm
hand to God and I put this
done.
on my grandmother's grave. I told him, I said, you don't smell that. He said, smell what? I'm sitting over here spraying. I said, you don't smell it, that smell like ass. I
I'm
said,
You
say
done,
what?
dumb.
I
You
Francis.
tell him, I
dumb.
kid you not. And I told him, I said, listen, I said, every night that I work with you, it's the same smell like you don't wash your ass. I'm sorry.
Francis, you ain't no
Let me tell you,
good. You
girl,
ain't
let
got
me
to tell
tell you what he
everybody
did.
like
Girl,
that.
listen, it was only me and him at the end. I made sure there was nobody else in there with us. It was just me and
You
him.
crazy.
Now, the
I
point
know
of the
y'all
matter
heard
is,
that saying though. Your mama say you smell yourself before the next
for
person
you
do. So
see,
I know he knew
That's
he
some
yes,
old
yes. So
school
I
mamas.
know that's yes, I know. You smell yourself. That's just like females who be stinking. I don't understand when they plop down in the seat, that air that rise
But
up.
the
I don't know why
truth,
it don't.
Francis, do you got
Do
to
you
tell the
understand
truth
me?
all the time?
I don't
No.
understand it. But the bottom line is, after I got through telling him that this boy took a piece of paper, grabbed a pen, went to the back girl, wrote out a note, and told the manager that he resigned. Nigga, you work at a convenience store. You quit. You don't resign. You quit. Baby,
Therefore,
look at here.
your truth caused the consequence of this fool quitting.
I ain't gonna lie,
That
I'm gonna
has
tell my
nothing to do
one little
with me.
story real quick. I had met this girl and she come out to meet me, this our first time meeting and everything. And she comes sit in my car and everything, and I smell this smell. I'm
oh,
like, oh hell no. Hell to the no. You know what I'm saying? So I had to straight up tell her, man, I ain't gonna be able to do
You
this.
told her
I
to.
sure did. Sure did, and sent her on her way.
You could have just faked it for
Mm-mm.
5 minutes and let her get out back out the
Hell
car.
no.
Look,
Ain't no point of
No,
faking.
something
let
came
me
up. I
For
gotta
real.
go.
Nah.
No, man,
Nah.
what's the point in lying?
Wait a
No.
minute. Wait a minute.
Listen, once again, they cannot fix the problem if you don't tell them what's wrong.
I'm just done, y'all.
All
Let's
right,
just take the
y'all.
cons.
What
She said lazy, just don't want to wash that ass. Y'all, everybody, I want to show y'all one of our new shirts that we got. So here we go. It's what's popping, and underneath it says Straight Talk. So if y'all interested in any of our merchandise, you can go to JT's T-shirt Designs and check it out there. Get you a nice little hoodie or whatever.
Come in various colors. Y'all go there and check it out.
Various colors, any color you want, we got you. We also got some more up here. Let's see what we got up here. Straight Talk, no capping.
All right, y'all.
Right.
So go check them out.
So y'all just go to the store and y'all go check it out and support Straight Talk.
What y'all think about tonight?
Y'all, I enjoyed all of y'all. I enjoyed our audience, the way they jumped in and commented. You know
what y'all say? It's safe to say, tell the truth.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Shame the
and
devil.
deal with the consequences.
Deal with the consequences. That's it.
What
you gotta say, friend? Yeah.
So wait, when is yours gonna be up, Sin?
Mine is coming. I'm still getting in practice. CNC is.
She's still in orientation.
Still doing that orientation.
Still in orientation.
You know what? I meant to.
I do got some shirts.
I meant to tell you about that too.
And y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe and follow our show. Share.
Yes.
Help get us out there, okay?
Spread the word.
We love y'all.
And I apologize. I had cut Cynthia off real quick. What you say, Sin?
I said I got a shirt I'm gonna show you that I like that I did. Tanya helped me do it.
Okay.
I got a couple of more classes, y'all.
All right. Well, everybody, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we got another featured video tonight. It's by Nikita. Take Me.
Take me if it's all night long. I just want your love, babe. Where you lick me, kiss me, even if it's wrong. I just want that feeling, babe. Where you take me if it's all night long. I just want your love, babe. Where you lick me, kiss me, even if it's wrong. I just want that feeling, baby. Let me penetrate your soul.